You know we supposed to be dropping.
Man, Lord,
We supposed to be mad.
man, that's dropping.
Oh, he's mad. Oh, good. That nigga gonna have $1,000 out there. Like 500,000.
What you here for? Hey, the internet, y'all got us all the way up, man. We met that dude, Duke the Jeweler, the night before. We was gambling. The next day, dude followed us to the concert. When we left out the concert, we under the garage. Dude went to his car by himself and walked down to the parking lot. That's when somebody tried to rob him and killed the dude. What the hell my 19-year-old cousin gonna try to rob and kill somebody? Bro, we getting money, man. We getting fucking money. That ain't our stilo. As a boss, I ain't letting that go down like that, man. This dude finna make me a piece. So y'all need to kill that. That's bad low, man. Don't put us in nothing with no bad low. It's bad low, man. This shit bad low, man. Straight up, the shit bad low. Kill it.
Y'all finna be at the service tomorrow for Duke. Leave your phones in the car, man. The family don't want no phones, man. We ain't got time, motherfucker, be sneaking no pictures, no videos, no bullshit like that. Leave your phones in the car, man. The family asking for no pictures, no recording and shit like that, man. So if y'all want to get y'all little ass slapped up, punched up, stomped out, leave your phone in the car, man. No videos, no pictures, man, for real. Gonna do this shit the right way for bro. And respect the family, man. Wishes, man. Simple as that, man. Leave the phones in the car.
He like, I'm gonna make you a gold piece. Dude was cool as a motherfucker. So the next day, dude hit my partner like, man, y'all got the concert. Let us trail y'all, woo-de-woo. So dude went with us to the concert. And after I come off stage, everybody leaving. You know, we parked under the parking lot, under the arena where the celebrities parking and all that shit. He was in another car. He walked to his car. His car was outside the arena under where we was. It was on side the parking lot, so he had to walk to his car. And that's where the incident took place when somebody, you know, tried to get him or whatever. But Vlad, bro, if anybody know me, bro, that ain't my stilo, bro. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how I get down, bro. Like, that ain't how none of my people get down.
Some situations don't look dangerous until it's already too late. And the scariest ones are the setups that look like opportunities. That's exactly how Duke the Jeweler ended up losing his life in Houston, in a case that now has Boosie Badazz and J. Prince Jr. being mentioned in federal whispers that just won't go away. Right now, the streets are calling it one of the most disturbing alleged setups hip-hop has seen in years. Not because it happened in the open, but because of how clean, calculated, and businesslike it appeared to be. This wasn't some random act of chaos. If the allegations are true, this was a planned play disguised as culture. To understand why this case keeps growing instead of dying down, you first have to understand who Duke really was. Duke the Jeweler wasn't just another guy selling chains out of a trunk. It meant he was one of the most respected jewelers in Chicago and the Midwest, trusted by rappers, athletes, and high-profile clients who didn't hand their money to just anyone. His name carried weight because his work spoke for itself. Clean business, no drama, no clout chasing, just results. So when Boosie Badazz reached out about doing business, Duke saw it as a major opportunity. Boosie wasn't just any rapper. He was a Southern legend with street credibility and industry reach. A deal like that could open doors far beyond one custom piece. That's where things started to feel off. Instead of handling the business in Chicago or Louisiana, Boosie allegedly encouraged Duke to come to Houston for Labor Day weekend. He described it as a high-profile environment, full of celebrities and potential clients. According to people close to Duke, it sounded like a networking goldmine. Duke was excited. He posted about the trip. He told people he was heading to Houston to work. There was no fear, no sense of danger. He believed he was walking into opportunity, not into a trap. And this is where J. Prince Jr. enters the picture. For years, Jay Prince Jr. has been viewed as a powerful connector in Houston, someone with deep industry ties, street influence, and the ability to make things happen. But critics and street voices have long accused him of something darker, allegedly running high-stakes dice games that function more like hunting grounds than friendly gambling sessions. The alleged method is always similar: out-of-town success, big money, jewelry visible, trust established through introductions and hospitality. Once comfort is built, the environment changes. According to street allegations surrounding Duke's case, that exact formula played out. Duke was allegedly invited into a dice game involving Boosie, Jay Prince Jr., and others in their circle. The setup, according to rumors, was supposed to be controlled. The claim is that Duke was meant to win a little early, feel confident, then lose big once rigged dice and tables came into play. But something went wrong. Instead of losing, Duke allegedly began winning. A lot. The rumors say he walked away with over $600,000 that night. Real money. Other people's money. And in that environment, winning isn't always a victory. Sometimes it's a death sentence. People who understand street gambling know one thing: when someone isn't supposed to win and they do anyway, the energy shifts instantly. Smiles disappear, conversations go quiet. Team pride gets bruised, and bruised pride in rooms full of armed men is dangerous. Witnesses and street sources claim that Boosie was standing behind Duke during the game, allegedly whistling at different moments. At first, it seemed harmless. Later, people began interpreting those whistles differently, as possible signals. Nothing about that has been proven in court, but it's one of many details that refuse to disappear. After the dice game ended, the atmosphere reportedly changed. The friendly vibe vanished. According to Street Talk, there was a private conversation afterward involving Boosie, Jay Prince Jr., and others. This is where the allegations take their darkest turn. The claim is that Duke wasn't going to be allowed to leave Houston with that money. The next night, Duke attended Boosie's concert. He didn't move with security. He didn't think he needed it. When the show ended, Duke walked to the parking garage. That's where everything ended. Duke was shot multiple times. His money was taken, his jewelry was taken, and the shooters vanished. Law enforcement later confirmed it appeared to be a targeted robbery and killing, not a random act. After the murder, Boosie immediately went on camera, and that's when people started paying closer attention. In multiple videos, Boosie claimed Duke left alone, then later suggested he was with others, then shifted the story again. He said Duke lost money gambling, but according to widespread allegations, Duke actually won big. Those inconsistencies mattered. People also noticed Boosie focused heavily on defending himself rather than demanding justice. He spoke about how the internet was attacking him, how the situation affected his mental state, how people were unfairly blaming him. For many viewers, the tone felt off. Grief doesn't usually look like damage control. Things escalated further when online investigators began pulling timelines together. Footage allegedly showed Boosie's nephew leaving the venue shortly before Duke was shot. Social media posts placed certain people in specific locations. And then came one of the most uncomfortable details. Duke's Louis Vuitton bag, containing jewelry, was reportedly found at Boosie's residence. Boosie later claimed Duke asked him to hold the bag during the dice game. But critics asked a simple question. If Duke was murdered that night, why didn't that bag immediately go to Duke's family? Why was it still there? That question has never been answered publicly. As more details surfaced, Boosie's tone changed. Instead of explaining, he began attacking people online, calling them internet detectives, getting visibly angry that fans were connecting dots, and that reaction raised even more suspicion. If you're innocent, you usually want the truth uncovered. You want the real killers found. You don't attack people for asking questions. You help them. The situation grew even more complicated when Boosie's own brother, TQ, publicly suggested he had information that pointed toward a setup. The two have a long history of beef over money and business, but even critics admitted that family members rarely make accusations this serious without reason. TQ hinted at receipts, messages, evidence. He didn't release everything, but the implication alone added fuel to an already raging fire. Much then, people began connecting this case to another tragedy: Takeoff. Both cases involved Houston, both involved dice games, both involved high-profile figures from out of town, both ended with someone dead over money and pride, and both had overlapping names and circles being mentioned online. That pattern is what really caught attention. Street figures like Charleston White have warned for years about what they call check-in culture. The idea that checking in isn't about protection, but about identifying targets. According to critics, dice games aren't entertainment, they're traps. Whether that's true or not is up to investigators. But federal authorities don't ignore patterns. And here's the most important part. This case is reportedly federal now. Federal cases don't move fast. They move quiet. They collect financial records. The phone data, location history, surveillance footage. They build airtight timelines. And when they indict, they don't miss. Sources claim investigators are looking at whether Duke's killing fits into a larger organized operation involving interstate travel, robbery, and murder. If that's proven, the charges wouldn't just be severe, they'd be career-ending. For the hip-hop industry, this case matters beyond one life. If artists start believing that networking trips can turn deadly, behavior will change. If jewelers stop traveling alone, business changes. If dice games become liabilities instead of flexes, culture shifts. Right now, nothing has been proven in court. Boosie maintains his innocence. Jay Prince Jr. has not been charged, and Duke's family is still waiting for real answers. But here's what can't be ignored. Too many details align. Too many stories changed. Too many coincidences stack on top of each other. The streets have a saying. Coincidences don't pile up like that. Duke the jeweler didn't deserve to die. He went to Houston to work. He trusted the wrong environment. And whether through greed, pride, or planning, he never made it home. This case isn't just about blame. It's about warning. Not every invitation is real. Not every smile is friendly. And not every dice game is just a game. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this was a robbery gone wrong? Or a calculated setup? Do you believe the feds are building something bigger behind the scenes? Subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this. Because stories like this don't end quietly. They end with indictments. And when the truth finally comes out, a lot of people are going to wish they stayed silent.